His throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, Alpha!
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again,
Pass out to Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 or. Come on, come on. Get it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And Tate's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 19 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage, back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, fellas. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom. Got it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before. Jones hit and the ball's out. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg, being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw, it's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Giants take over
56 is mine. 56 is mine. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hey, Echo.
On 4th down, Jones steps away to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo buying time to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Jones throwing on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A first down carry for Barkley. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
It's our field. It's our field.
Now Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Fair. Fight.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making...
Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 66 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for our Giants. 1st down.
Set, 8-3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy
Yeah.
in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Ready?
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And, he spins past him and into space. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Jones now off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. Catch made by Slayton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them. A big seam, and he might go all the way. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 56 yards.
66
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still.